All right. Oh, I'm echoey today. Okay.
Nah, it'll be all right.
It'll be fine. Okay. Welcome. We've got more viewers joining in, but I just wanted to say thank you for joining us on the live stream at your one and only Denver Roller Dome, the home of Denver Roller Derby and Rocky Mountain Roller Derby, along with what we're going to see now, which is ground control.
Well, who are you?
Oh, hi. That's true. I'm Scara to death, or as I've been told, Scara to talk when I'm on the mic. Hello. Oh, hi, Cots. Are you in the building, Cots?
And I am Dice Goblin here on the camera. So we're here to watch some amazing derby.
Yeah, I don't have to talk to myself today.
No.
I'm so excited.
No, it's going to be good.
Last time I announced up here, I was by my lonesome, and I talked to myself the whole time. So I got a co-host. So exciting. So we're about 4 minutes away from Derby. So let me start with our rosters. Today in Navy, we've got Denver Roller Derby's ground control. We've got 01, Big Sexy, 04, Stand Aside, 065, Diosa Azteca, 099, Chinaski, 110, Mr. Testosterone, 1984, Olson, 20, Thrasher, 23, Smacky, 257, Schneider. Oh, video description. Thanks, Cots. 36, Lenzo, 4, Stelly, 42, Sweet Feet, 47, Wyatt, 523, Ant Agony, 57, Monster Jam, 77, Cotton, 90, Mamba. And that'll round out your Denver ground control. You'll find coaches over there. We're going to have Coach Soko, Smash, and Crunchy. And then in white, we have Concussion Roller Derby. We got 007 Rubik's Dude, 101 Brake Check, 12 Tommy Gun, 13 Photobomb, 1337 The Riot, 142 Psycho, 16 Juke, 160 Guy Sir, 17 Frank Blood, 210 Tenacity, 23 Showtime, 24 Beans, 27 Cougar Bait, 357 Demo. Sorry, that made me laugh.
That's a good derby name.
Cougar Bait's great. 357 Demolition Man, 401 Tarantula, 42 Grimes, 60 Loose Wheel, and 88 Tricksta. And I apologize, I might have the coaches. Looks like the coach's name that we have is Braden. That'll be coaching them. And then I've got some time, so I'm going to run over our officials for this game. We've got Stack Trace, Snarkamedes?
Snarkamedes.
Oh, Snarkamedes. See, I can't read. Identity Crisis, Montana Mahler, Wes Slamderson, Baithlin, Ferns.
Battling.
Battling?
Battling.
Oh.
Like Madeline.
That doesn't follow the English rules.
No.
The magic E.
No.
Anyways. Fern Spike.
It's English. English doesn't follow English rules.
English doesn't follow English rules. Ultraviolet Blue, Sonar, Mads Kills, Stack Trace again. Man, Stack Trace, you're doing double duty.
All around.
Dang. I mean, that's about right. Margie Ram,
Primeval.
Adam Splitter, Thomas the Dank Engine,
Scary Becheeses. That's
Scary
amazing.
Becheeses. Cat Womaine, Cat Sargent, and Milf and Cookies. We love our people in stripes and black.
Ooh, we have 1 minute till Derby.
Ah! That's how I feel. Screeching.
This is
Mama
going to be
Thrasher,
an amazing
welcome,
game.
Mama Thrasher. All right, this first lineup, it looks like on the jammer line for Denver, we're going to have Mr. Testosterone. And for Concussion, we're going to have Juke. Hi from Longmont. Hi, Curve Breaker. Welcome to our amazing stream. This should be a really good game. I'm so excited.
I know. 15 seconds.
15 seconds. La, la, la. Okay. Johnny Pepper. Hi, Johnny Pepper. I'm gonna see if I can live up to announcer dreams of Johnny Pepper out there. Don't judge me too hard. All right, and we're off from that Skate Rats jammer line, and we're coming around. We got, let's see. And we're gonna lose the jammer for Denver ground control, Mr. Testosterone, to the box. It looks like on a forearm call. And that's gonna give Juke the lead jammer status for Concussion. Looks like we're gonna see Denver try and pull a runaway here. Waste some time going around that track, but Tenacity is coming up, gonna try and break that. And Juke's coming through, hitting the pack now. Mr. T is out of the box. We got a start in hand. We got some hard hits, but looks like Juke did go out of bounds, so they're gonna get recycled back as Mr. T is going to make it out on their initial pass. And Juke is gonna call that off with a 4 points going to Concussion on Jam 1.
Already a fast game.
Fast game, hard hits. Man, let's see. All right, we're going out for jam number 2. It looks like we're gonna have Schneider for Denver ground control, and let's see, jammer is gonna be Grimes for Concussion. Oh, Grimes, we're pushing up that front wall. Schneider around the outside, take lead.
On that 1
Then
foot
here
there.
comes, yeah, Concussion's offense, and Grimes up at the top, 1 to beat, and is out. Schneider around the outside, dip, calls, and pulls all 4 points. Oh man, tie game. I have a feeling this is what it's gonna be like.
It's going to go back and forth, isn't it?
It is gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be, yup. All right. Jam number 3, Denver ground control is going to, looks like Field Mamba, and Concussion's gonna put the Riot. And the Riot is just pushing, barreling through. He's gonna find that inside line around Wyatt there. And for lead jammer, as Mamba's stuck in the back of the pack, trying to use offense. And the Riot, sorry, that was probably really loud in your right hydrate. Thanks, Johnny Pepper. That was, I'm loud. Maybe I should turn my mic down. Okay, thanks.
Good.
Appreciate it. All right, so we got Mamba now pushing out of the pack. And we've got the Riot is gonna call it off after picking up 4 points. That's gonna bring Concussion to 8, and Denver's gonna be at 4. It looks like we're losing Cotton to the box there on a directional, so that's gonna be a pack advantage to Concussion. And on that Skate Rats jammer line, we got Mr. Testosterone up again, this time against Brake Check for Concussion. Let's see what we do here. We're gonna play, it looks like some offense. Mr. T is gonna hit that front wall of Concussion. Oh man, we're fighting. All right, and somebody lost pad cover down. Brake Check is out for lead. Coming up fast. It's gonna come around that outside, but it looks like we only have 2 blockers for Denver ground control. Big Sexy went to the box on a forearm, but here comes Cotton to help out with that. And it looks like we took a star pass to Thrasher. Oh, and Thrasher's going to get a cut on that outside. So Thrasher's going to start in the box as the jammer for ground control. And Concussion picked up 6 points on that last jam. So this is going to be a power start for Concussion. But it looks like we had some officials discussing here for a second. But looks like everything's going to stay the same. And ground control is going to take that front as Guy Sir is the jammer. He's going to get around on the outside, take that lead, but get hit out by Olsen and has to recycle. And we've got 4 blockers for ground control now, and they're getting pretty stretched out. Big Sexy last to beat there. It's going to have Guy Sir now be out. And Thrasher is now out of the box. Start in hand. Ready to pass it if needed. And Thrasher is going up against that wall back there. It looks like it's Tenacity, Tarantula, and the pivot is, what do we do, Tricksta? Oh, hello, Leo's family. We miss you. Come back. I bet Minneapolis is beautiful, and your family and everybody is happy to have you there. Oh, guys, they're just dip dodging through, bouncing off those hits there for another 4 points. That's 8 points total for Concussion right now. And Thrasher is going back to the box for a high block as the jammer. So another power jam for Concussion, and they're gonna take that. They're gonna send out New and go from there. Tarantula defense is dreamy. Let me tell you, Johnny Pepper going out there against Tarantula when Tarantula was at Rose was me saying, really? Why? I don't wanna. It was, I don't wanna. I have to. All right, looks like we've got Rubik's Dude out there for Concussion. And we've got a 3-wall up front of Chinaski, Stelly, and Stan. And oh, here comes Beans. Gotta love the Beans offense. Oh. All right, sorry, there was a lot going on for a second. I had to pause. So we've got Rubik's Dude is lead, but they have been recycled now a handful of times. Oh, that's that Chinaski hit there. When you think you're clear, you're not. And there's a star pass to Monster Jam, and we're going to call it. But not before. No points. We got a 0-0 jam there. Whew. That was a hard-fought 0-0 jam right there.
No kidding, yeah. But they got the jammer out.
They did.
Another blocker in the penalty box.
We do, yep. So ground control did get the jammer out, so now Thrasher can go back to blocking. But we've got, looks like Stelly in the penalty box, and we're gonna field Schneider for ground control. But Juke is gonna get out with a nice little hit there on the outside. And let's see, Schneider's got the start off, but we've got in the back there, you've got Tenacity, Tricksta, and Tarantula. That tripod is something to move, let me tell you. Schneider did make it through there. And got caught again at the top. And now we are going to have a 2-minute jam because Juke just went to the box. I'm pretty sure that was a high block as well. So Schneider is out and now scoring points and is going to take a back block. So we're going to see a little jammer switcheroo here. And Juke is going to be released, and Schneider only has to sit the same amount of time as Juke. And so So Schneider is standing. And then ground control is getting their pivot back. And a jammer. And we have 42 seconds left of this jam. And we are going to lose a blocker each now to the penalty box. And that was a good hit out from Olsen there on the outside on Juke. We got 7 seconds. Oh, Juke was trying to go for some more points there at the very end and picked up 2, it looks like. So that looks like it was a 8-6 jam in favor of Denver. So we're sitting at Concussion 31, Denver ground control 16, and we're gonna take a team timeout here. Looks like team timeout going to Denver. People are cheering. I didn't hear what they were cheering for. It's fine.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. So as we get started in this first game of the night, we've got our second game after this is going to be our Denver Mile High Club versus Grom's Legacy from Santa Cruz. So, you know, if you're on here, just stick around because it's not going to stop being amazing all night.
No, this is the highest level of derby.
Yes.
All night.
Right? And this is until our next event isn't until September 27th, which will be a doubleheader with our juniors mix-up team and then our home teams. So we've got, this is going to be the high level until, I don't know, when our next, I don't think we have another ground control game until champs. So get it in. All right, next jam, we've got Ant Agony for Denver, and we've got Grimes for Concussion, and Grimes took that lead, but was quickly hit out by Chinaski on that outside line to recycle back. So Grimes is still finishing this initial pass and has one to beat up top, and that's Monster Jam. But Chinaski is coming up and is going to try and continue to tabletop people there. And Ant is back here on a 4-wall, pushing through, and is gonna take that panty off. And we did get a panty pass to Monster Jam. So Monster Jam is out of the pack. That was nice and slick. And we got Grimes through, and is gonna call it after getting 3 points, is what I'm counting. Yes, 3 points, says Adam Splitter. Now, a little bit about Ant. So Ant Agony recently started with ground control.
Yeah, I believe he's the newest in skating, as well as one of the newer members.
I was going to say the baby of the team, but he's not actually the baby. He's just newest. So we love seeing him out there. It's so great. All right, next up we got Mamba for ground control, out fast and through, but the Riot is trying to hit that outside line up against Olsen, and we're gonna come back through, and Mamba's gonna get hit out to the outside by Tenacity and call it off after picking up just 1 point there. That was fast and quick.
It's crazy he only got 1 point.
Yeah, well, those hit outs.
Would have thought he'd gotten more.
Yeah, depends on, again, view and where you're at, I guess.
Yeah, well, especially on that turn.
Yeah, those turns, they get you. They'll get you. Well, we'll watch Mr. T and see what happens here. Against Break Check, we do have one blocker in the box over there for Denver ground control, so there is a pack advantage here for Concussion. Oh! Break Check taking that hit from Big Sexy like a champ there. Let me tell you, I've hit Big Sexy. It's not easy, but there goes Break Check out of there. And Mr. T is going to take off that star and do a star stash here as Break Check continues to gained points up there on that wall. And it looks like we got Smacky out of the box now, and Mr. T is now out of the pack, but Break Check says, nah, I'm going to take my 4 points and go. Johnny Pepper, I don't want to hear none of that World Gromination from you right now, because I play next, and just saying, Johnny Pepper, I see where you are, and your loyalties to me. Just kidding. All right, next up we got on the Skate Reds Jammer line, we've got Schneider up against Geyser. And Schneider is going to push their way through. We got Cotton up there trying to play some offense to get the make room for Schneider. And Schneider is going to get lead, and Geyser got recycled to the inside by Diosa and Lenzo. And then we got Wyatt in that tripod as well. And Schneider is now picking up points as Cotton is up there. And we got, Lenzo going to the box on a forearm. Oh, there's some twirly spins there by Schneider on those toe stops. You know, we talk about Johnny Pepper out here talking about World Gromination and these juniors. Schneider was a junior as well before aging up and coming over to ground control. So juniors are all over the place. Or what we would say juniors, right? They're no longer juniors. They are aged up juniors. And they're, I guess, adults. Is that what we call them?
Wow.
Oh, young adults. All right, that is going to be a hard-fought 4-0 for ground control, but that's going to bring ground control up to 21 to Concussion's 38.
Both team pivots are in the penalty box right now.
Right. Both pivots. We got a Tommy Gun and a Lendo sitting in the box. Ugh. Shame. We need the shame bell. Shame. Nice. Okay. Next up, we have Ant Agony versus Rubik's Dude as jammers for their respective teams. And Lenzo was released, so Tommy Gun is still sitting in that penalty box all by their lonesome. And Ant is working on that front wall. And we got Stan. Yeah! There goes Ant.
Great offense for Ant.
That was such good offense for Ant, and Ant took it. Let me tell you, taken out by their own teammates there. But Ant will pick up 2 points. I knew you were one of us. What are you talking about? Not me.
A derby lover? Of course.
Right? What am I, Johnny Pepper? Wait, don't answer that. Track Monster is out there. Eating up blockers. All right, hi Stabby. Welcome to our chat. All right, we got Juke. Sorry, Juke is out there for Concussion. It actually took on that lead because their hips did get past the foremost opposing blocker. But Mamba got out and was coming around. So Juke said, nah, I had lead, so I'm gonna call it.
Wow.
Johnny Pepper, you and your emojis, I don't understand. It's a
Skate announcer.
Skate announcer?
So it's a skate and then a microphone.
That's a microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, it is a microphone. Hi, Johnny. Thank you. No, I am not an announcer. I don't know why people keep putting me on this thing. If you've been and tuned into any of my games that I have announced,
Mr. T out early.
Mr. T is out early. That was a nice offense by ground control, though, to open that outside. So now we're going to try and get some points. And Mr. T is going to do their... Oh, who's going where? Oh, man. Oh, we're losing Wyatt for direction. But Mr. T picked up 3. But there was Beans right up there to say, no, you don't get my point. I'm going to just hit you down and out anyways. Catch that apex jump. Oh, thanks. I do love myself some Out From Under the Bed podcast, the Outer Limits Productions. Thank you, Boogie. I appreciate you. All right, we've got Schneider versus the Riot. The Riot is up front first, working and getting lead. As Schneider is in the back and is now out. So now we're gonna watch Concussion do some offense to try and get the points that they can. But Riot's picked up 2 points. That was a good points protection by Diosa and Olsen up there at top. We do like a tenacity and a beans. Yes. All right, our skate rent jammer line. Looks like we got Ant Agony again up and ready to go. First is brake check. And Concussion's gonna have the pack advantage here because we've got one blocker in the box for Denver ground control, but you got Thrasher out there with Big Sexy and Stan. So that's a pretty good tripod there, but you got Bean's offense. So, you know, the battle of the forces here. And Wyatt is out of the box there for ground control and is trying to play some offense for Ant. But we're making some mega walls out here, and these jammers are getting stuck behind not only the opposing players, but their own players as well. So, but that was a good hit out by Thrasher on that outside, just to break up this pack a little bit more. But brake check is fast, and they're out on that outside line to get that. And then Ant's gonna do a star stash here, and got hit by Big Sexy. So we're going to see Ant try and push that 2-wall up there. It looks like loose, and they're going to pass that star to Thrasher. And brake check says, no, I'm going to take my 4 points and call it. Sorry, Thrasher. Thrasher also an aged up junior.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, Thrasher
Makes
played
sense.
for Los Anarchists, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we've got Mamba for ground control and Geyser for concussion, and an empty penalty box.
About time.
Right? Be nice. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, there goes Geyser. Squeaked by, tiptoes on the outside. Mambo's getting stuck back there behind Tenacity and Tarantula and Tricksta, that tripod there. Mambo's out on that inside yet again and deciding where they need to come in at. That's always the hardest part when you get hit out, is where do you come back in? But Geyser is getting hit in and out and in and out, and away we go. And Mamba is finally out of the pack, and we're going to lose Tarantula to the box for concussion. And Geyser's going to call, but that was late. We're going to pick up 4 points for ground control on that little bit of a steal there. So that was a 4-4 jam, and that brings Denver to 30 and concussion at 48. And we are going to have 5 seconds and take a timeout. That was, hit me a little bit.
Right.
Well, I was like, anxiety here. So we're going to take a team timeout for concussion. And while we take this timeout, I'm going to talk a little bit about our jerseys. So Collectivum Sports is dedicated to providing you with top quality custom gear that elevates your performance and showcases your passion for this thrilling sport. Visit cvmsports.com for all of your jersey needs. The CVM Sports is a sponsor of Denver, so you'll see them, the jerseys that we're wearing over here for ground control and those that we will be wearing for Mile High Club. You will see those as well are from CVM. So head on over. They are the best, Boogie. I do love my CVM jerseys. They are great. Also, hi Whip, Orange Whip. It's nice to see you. We do like Big Sexy and a Thrasher combo. You got Thrasher that moves around all over the place, and Big Sexy that just is ready to catch. So it's a good combo. All right, that will end our timeout. We got 5 seconds, and we've got on that Skate Reds jammer line, we've got Mr. Testosterone versus Rubik's Dude. And Mr. T is going to tiptoe and try, but get hit out there on the outside, but cuts back in and hops right on over for lead.
Oh my gosh.
And we got another little jump there for 4 points for Mr. T. Well, looks like we had a star pass to Tommy Gunn to the pivot from Rubik's Dude, but now Tommy Gunn just got a penalty, so they're going to go to the box serving as the jammer. So now we have a power jam for Mr. T, and we're going to ice Tommy Gunn in the box. There, and as the jammer, and we're going to do a power start for ground control. And ground control is going to put in Schneider for this power start. Whitney Cubed, whoever you are, Plumber. I'm not talking to you, Plumber, because you are not here. Just saying. So on this jam power start, we got Schneider coming up through, getting some offense from Big Sexy and Monster Jam, and is going to tiptoe and take that lead. And Tommy Gunn is standing in the box, so they'll be out here shortly. And Tommy Gunn is out of the box, but it still has their initial pass. So Schneider is at about 3-4 points is what I count, while Tommy Gunn is fighting to get out of this pack here, is taken off the star and does do a star pass there to number 16, Juke. And Schneider hits the back of the pack again and is going to call it after picking up an additional 2 points. So that's going to be a 6-0 jam for ground control. And that, my friends, is going to bring us to a tie game. As Johnny Pepper would say, hydrate. And ground control has brought it back. Hydrate. I love it. All right, next up we've got Mamba for ground control and Grimes for concussion. And we're gonna come out swinging. Mamba got hit to the out. Grimes hit to the in. Mamba is up front, driving that tripod of concussion to spread them out. And Grimes is on the back tripod. We've got some good defense. And we're gonna get, Mamba's gonna get out, but not lead, as a no pass, no penalty did happen. So lead is still available for Grimes. But they are getting recycled repeatedly on that outside. So we will just have to see. But Mamba isn't going very fast anymore either. Thanks for the love, Johnny Pepper. No, you're not lead. You're not lead, Mamba. You gotta keep going. But Grimes is lead, so Grimes is like, I'm gonna go. Just because you're out first does not mean you have the lead.
Yeah, he tried doing an apex jump, but the blocker got out with him when he stepped out.
Got it. Yeah, that's what happened. All right, Mamba's still fighting, and looks like Grimes has picked up 4 points and is back for more. And we've got 23 seconds left on this jam. And Grimes does have lead, so they can call it if so they choose. Plumber, you know, this game has had quite a few forums already, but not as many as if you were here. I'm pretty sure you just own all the forums, so there's only so many more that you can get. There's only so many left for other people. All right, we're going to end that jam 9-4 in favor of Concussion. So Concussion does go up to 57 and Denver to 52. Facts. Get him, Johnny Pepper. Sorry. No, you don't give love, Plumber. All right, we've got Aunt Agony wearing the star for Denver and the Riot for the Concussion, and we're running right now at 4 walls. So the Riot is rioting through this pack right now. We got Ant back there pushing on that wall of Tricksta and Tarantula.
Something else fell off.
Something, yeah, I don't know. We're losing all the things.
Go, Ant, go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lead for Ant. And Ant's coming around. We still got the Riot in the pack here, and Ant is now collecting points with every move through. And we're gonna get 4 points for Ant Agony and Denver. And that's going to currently be a lead change. Hydrate? Is that what I say, Pepper? Do I say hydrate mid-jam, or do I wait till the jam is over? Or do we just hydrate all the time? Because that's great too. And the Riot is now out on a scoring pass, and Ant is going to call it off, but not after picking up 3 more points. And that's going to bring Denver to 59, Concussion 57. And we're going to have an official review from Denver. So we're going to see Crunchy go out there, and we're going to chat with some refs and see what's happening over there. But while they're chatting, would you like to become a sponsor? We offer flexible sponsorship levels with opportunities for special events, promotional appearances, free game tickets, advertising, and more. Just email sponsorship@denverrollerderby.org. And you can be shouted outs, shout-outed messages.
We can shout you out?
Shout you out by me.
Yeah.
And other announcers.
Right.
Probably better announcers. Just kidding. Yes. Hydrate all lead changes to include ties. Yes, Johnny Pepper. Does that also include mid-jam lead changes? Well, you did say all, so I guess that would assume. You'll sponsor the penalty box starting now. Okay, so it's the Plumber penalty box. Since Plumber cannot be sitting in there.
Well, Loose is there.
Loose is there now, so Plumber, I'm gonna need
sponsoring Loose.
You're sponsoring Loose right now from Concussion. Perfect. Okay, cuts. Ties.
Pretty loose sponsorship.
Yeah, right? Pretty loose sponsorship. Has a nice ring to it. The Plumber penalty box. All right. I'm gonna make a sign and I'm gonna put it above there and say the Plumber penalty box. Get out of my house, Loose.
Should it be in marker or crayon? Or?
It's gonna be in crayon, and it's gonna look like the children wrote it. Stay in there. I really hope Loose comes back through and reads, like watches this
yeah.
while I continue. The Pepper Patch. The Pepper Patch.
Ooh.
Johnny Pepper said it could be the Pepper Patch.
Okay. I mean, we're going to have to do a bidding war then.
We are. Sorry. Oh, Wit, you're going to have to fight Pepper for that. So, I mean, you can become a sponsor of Denver Roller Derby. And with that sponsorship, you can sponsor the penalty box. We can name it whatever you want within reason. All right, give me just a second.
Denver was asking for how to play block on white 2-7 for their jammer. The official said there was no other information to withdraw it. No cost.
All right, I heard it from the ref's mouths. The official review that Denver was doing was to try and get an out-of-play block on a white blocker up at the top of the pack, but that was not seen the same on officials' sides. So we are going to no call stance. Oh.
Was looking for an out-of-play block against white 2-7, no call stance.
Thank you. Cookie let me know too, so I'm not sure. Cookie told me too.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Double verified of what that official.
Great, because
It is
they
great.
usually forget about us.
They do. All right, while we were discussing what that official review was, we have Mr. Testosterone and Juke out there, and Mr. T flying through, assumingly, and already has 4 points, and another, is that 8? Yeah, 8. Oh my gosh, 8 points for ground control. And Juke is working through at the top of the pack, but those are some good recycles and waterfalls there for, it looks like Thrasher, Stan, Monster, Big Sexy, yes. And who else is out there? That's it. I guess you can only have 5 players. I said 5 names. I can count.
Usually.
I can count.
You play Derby, right?
Say that one time fast. I do play Derby. I don't jam, though. I don't have to count
Oh,
points.
true. Right.
I just do the thing. Oh, it's intermission!
Oh, holy crap.
What?
Wow, that was quite the jam,
What?
though.
That was quite the jam.
16 to, what, 3?
16 to 3. That was an amazing jam. All right, we are going to go into intermission. As we do that, just a reminder, we've got 14 minutes, and then you can come back for some more amazingness and get to listen to me ramble on some more. All right, we shall be back. See you soon. right, we are back getting ready for that second half of this ground control versus concussion game. We got about 1 minute until the first jam of period 2. That last jam of period 1, we had a 16-point jam. Sorry. Yeah, stretch. A 60-point jam for Mr. Testosterone and Denver Ground Control to bring them to 75 points. And Concussion did get 3 on that last jam, and that brought them to 60. So we got about a 15-point game, and let me tell you, that's nothing.
No, that's like, might as well be 1 point away.
Right? I mean, yeah, it's like a 1 jam, obviously 16 points in that last jam. So, you know. So we'll see what action this second half brings. Let's see. What I'm going to do while we're waiting for everybody to line up. Oh, we got about 10 seconds. But we're going to line up out on that Skate Rats jammer line. So we want to always shout out to Skate Rats for sponsoring, of course, the jam line. But they also sponsor Denver Ground Control, or Denver Ground Control, Denver in general. So we do love a Skate Rats. And all that they do for us here in Denver.
I'm doing the second half. So you need to go.
All right. Well, I'm getting booted. I'm just kidding. I have to go warm up. So I'm going to pass over to Ginger and Goblin. They're going to take over the second half of announcing so I can get ready for the next game. But hang out, watch this intense game, and I'll see you when I'm on the truck. Mike's on.
It's like Mr. Testosterone got out on lead.
All right. If there's anything going on with my mic,
No,
please
you're
say
good.
so in the comments. All righty. I'm Ginger Spice, here to answer you this second half of this really exciting game.
Mr. T's on a 3 wall in the back.
Yes.
A huge bridge.
Oh, now they've taken back Juke as well. And, you know, Mr. T has told me he prefers not to really run into people. He finds other ways to get around.
Right.
Now he's out for 4 there. Or is he? Yeah. Oh, no, not yet. Thrasher coming in to help there.
Whoa, big recycle.
And the concussion pivot there in the box. All right, that was a total, 4-0 jam there.
Hi, Lady J.
Oh, Lady J.
Hi, Johnny Pepper.
Yay, love you, Lady J. All right, this is why I love streaming, because I can talk to the crowd. All right, now we've got up on the line Mamba for Denver and Grimes for Concussion Roller Derby. You know, we've got a Mamba on the Denver Juniors team as well. And so you see that's his namesake, also a jammer. Mamba trying to make their way past the wall and gets out for lead for Denver. And, cut called there on Grimes. So this will be a power jam for Denver. They'll want to try to widen this lead. I don't think they liked being behind at the beginning of the game. And I think they want to keep that lead throughout this half, obviously. And, nice footwork there on the inside. And Mamba out for 4 points. Another 4. Oh, now on the outside line for that 4 points, taking this jam to a 12-0 jam at this point. And we've got the concussion jammer Grimes standing and now back onto the track. But Mamba goes ahead and calls it off. Widening that lead to 31 points. All righty. Okay, is Mama Thrasher Thrasher's mom, I'm assuming?
I think so.
All right, Mama Thrasher, I love your daughter so much. She's amazing, an incredible person. Good job, Mama. All right, so now we've got Schneider and the Riot as jammers for this, and Riot working their way up to the top there on turn 3 or turn 2. But getting drug back while Schneider is still at the back of the pack there. But we've got 2 Denver blockers in the box, including the pivot. And Schneider making their way out to the top and having lead for Schneider. Riot also making it out on that initial pass. And we'll see how long Schneider runs this, trying to get some points here. And yep, coaches are telling Schneider, call that off. Looks like Schneider snuck in 1 point there before the call off. Both Denver blockers are standing now, so they've got 10 seconds or less there in the box.
Yeah, it's Smacky and Monster Jam. Monster Jam is the pivot for Denver.
Yeah, confirmed Mama Thrasher is Thrasher's mom.
Oh, there we go, there we go.
Confirmed, I love it. Yeah, I just think your daughter's incredible. All right, now we've got Mr. T up on the line against Break Check for Concussion. And Break Check getting out for that lead jammer status, but T is right behind. And box is now clear.
Oh, wow.
And Break Check calls off that jam with a couple points there and holding Denver to 0. Oh, 3 points there for Concussion Roller Derby. This is still a tight game, lots of time left. Anything could happen.
Just wondering, we've got a couple people saying that the stream is glitchy. I'm wondering what that means.
Yeah, on our end, obviously, we can't necessarily tell. Don't know how to deal with that. Too many people in the dome on the Wi-Fi, probably.
Yeah,
Sold out game here tonight. So we've got Aunt Agony on for Denver and Guy Sir for Concussion, both being held by those strong walls. Tarantula over there on the wall for Concussion. She's an alum of the Rose City Rollers, won the current world champion for WIFTA. And Guy Sir out for the lead and making his way around. Ant now has that star off and getting very held up by this strong Concussion wall here. With a couple, I know, Rose City alums there trying to hold Ant back from getting out for scores, but dragging out that pack. But pretty soon he's going to be free, and he is, and now out and able to score. Guy Sir's going to call that off.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Booty Queen and Curve Breaker.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know. All right, now we got Sweet Feet. Sweet Feet, this is nothing against the other team because I just don't know them as well. I know the Denver people, and Sweet Feet is just like it says, he's sweet. And then we have Juke on the line for Concussion and one blocker in the box, Tricksta for Concussion. So they're starting with an advantage on that wall for Denver.
This is the first jam for Sweet Feet tonight.
I know. Why is that? I wonder what's going on there. Well, makes it worth their while. Now out for lead.
Right. Maybe keep him fresh.
Yeah, keep him fresh for the rest of the half here. And now, he's another number 42. It's a popular, popular number in Derby because of, and Sweet Feet's going to go ahead and call that off. Let's see if he got any points. Yep, 2 points before that call off. The 42 is the meaning of life.
Right.
In Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And everyone I know who's a 42, it is because of those books, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So I love it.
Meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
It is. 42.
Just don't forget to bring your towel.
Exactly. All right, now we got Mamba back up on the line for Denver and Grimes up on the line for Concussion. And just so folks know, because I was talking to the Concussion folks before the game, look at that, Mamba right out on that inside line, jumping in for lead really quickly there. Adam Splitter, our ref, just keeping right up with him. He's a very fast skater. It's even on the inside, it's hard to keep up with these guys. And looks like, yep, Mama's going to call it off, not allowing Concussion to score. And let's see if he got, yep, and he got in 1 point before that call off. Yeah, oh, so I was talking to the Concussion people for the game. So they're basically people from Portland, Salem, and Eugene. They're kind of like this whole, they said the I-5 corridor, kind of.
There we go.
So, yeah, so it's a team made of a lot of areas. And
Thank you, Johnny Pepper. Wasn't sure about Sweet Feet, but glad he's feeling better.
oh, good, yeah, good to know, good to know.
Looks like we have a timeout.
Oh, yeah, official timeout. Not sure if it doesn't seem like it's, oh, I already heard the whistle blow. Probably just a quick check-in sometimes on points or different things like that. Now we've got Schneider on the line for Denver and the Riot on the line for Concussion Roller Derby. And Riot making the way on the outside, managing to stay in and getting out for lead. And Schneider's now also out and able to score. Assuming Riot and Denver's doing what Denver does, and they're going to stay top as much as they can to prevent that scoring while Schneider makes his way around, who I believe Schneider's a former speed skater, if I'm correct. When you watch that form on his thing, I think he was
Scarrow is saying he's an aged-up junior.
Schneider?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I learned something new.
He might be a speed skater as well.
I've seen a lot of speed skaters, you know, great sport to come to, Derby, for being a speed skater. All right, we've got Mr. T up on the line for Denver, and break check for Concussion. Sorry, I'm switching chairs here because I'm a shorty and I can see the score better. I didn't know about this cool chair.
I just brought it tonight. It's brand new.
All right. Oh, I love this chair. I'm feeling very good. All right. Oh, Mr. T, I didn't see the penalty, but Mr. T allowing a power jam for Concussion Roller Derby. And they will, of course, Thrasher saying no, not today. And now, so that is one of those no pass, no penalties. So that means break check does not have the lead. And so this means it'll be everyone's favorite 2-minute jam. Because T is not eligible for lead. And that means we'll have to be a 2-minute jam for this one. Ooh, tough hit on that one. This has been a tremendously competitive, really great game. And Denver dragging back, break check. Mr. T still on his initial pass. And Tarantula is trying to say not today, but Mr. T said today. And now T is out and able to score. We still got a full 45 seconds left on this jam, with both jammers now able to score. T getting dragged back by one of those Rose City alums I was talking about. And looks like T went out, so he'll have to go back. He's always very smart, though. He generally knows when he's gone out. He does get those cuts, but not that often. Now both jammers out with 4 points. And, oh, he wasn't ready for that, but T was. That, you know, sometimes people ask, is that allowed? Yep, jammers can hit other jammers. It is completely legal. They just have to follow the same rules of forearms and back blocks as everyone else. And that, our officials call off that jam. Ending up with a total, let's see where he ended up. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, total of 6 there for Denver, breaking that 100 mark. And then 5 for Concussion. Oh, also people are letting me know that Jackie Robinson is 42. That's good to know. Another great reason to have that number. All right, now up on the line, Mamba and Rubik's Dude. Rubik's Dude I know because he is an aged-up junior. This is his first year as an adult. He literally just came back a few weeks ago from Australia, being at Junior Derta Worlds for Team USA. So he's an excellent junior player. It's always tough going up against new teams, being part of a new team. And Rubik's passes that star. Probably got a high block because he was raising that star, passing it overhand, which is always can put you in danger of a high block. Mamba out for 4 points. And now, so I don't know where that star ended up. I don't know if it's still in Rubik. Did you see it? Is it still in his hands, or did he successfully pass? I thought he did, but the pivot still just has that pivot on. Oh, I think the star got dropped. So the star got dropped. Oh, no. That's an illegal procedure. Mamba. So you cannot pick up another jammer star.
Oh,
And
no.
I think Mamba was probably just trying to clear the track, probably a safety thing, but you can't do that. So now Rubik's Dude is back. He did not make a successful pass prior to that. Back with his star on. This will be a 2-minute jam. And these are all the ticky-tacky rules of Derby. And now a cut there on Rubik's Dude. He cut Sheena, 0.99 for Denver. And, oof, boy, almost taken out a rough there. Hate that. I always say, when people start playing with Denver, make sure you're on the same side at scrimmage with Sheena.
Yeah.
It's much better be with her than against her. And
With-
now Mamba's back in. Because you've been on that side, right?
I've been on both sides of that, and it is much more fun being with her.
Yes, much better. All right, Mamba's back in, and that's the end of that jam. But Denver still ended up with, that was a 12-0 jam there for Denver. So they still did, even with that penalty. Yeah, so when it comes down to the star, the only people that can touch the star, of course, is the jammer or the pivot. No one else can touch the star, pick up the star, or anything. So when Mamba did that, that's an illegal procedure, which you saw the little kind of Saturday Night Fever hand gesture there.
The hand rolls.
Little hand roll. All right, now we got Schneider up on the line for Denver and Juke up on the line for Concussion. And both of these teams have a very strong defense. One of the Concussion players trying to get Chet out of the way and unsuccessful. And Schneider there making their way through, trying to get off of that strong wall. And on those toe stops makes it out for lead. Juke now taking off the star, and that's going to, if he doesn't go back, that'll be a cut, because I definitely saw that foot go out. Yep, he knew it, and he's going back. Both jammers getting dragged back. Now this comes a little game of how far can we drag the jammers back. All right.
I once saw them go all the way around.
Yeah, you know the whole eat the baby thing.
Right.
That happens. Usually that happens when a jammer knocks out another jammer. But. And now both jammers are just really fighting. These teams have really good defenses. And now we're spreading out the pack. Stelly dragging back Juke as far as he can. And now going back up against that Denver wall and getting tired. But he, some sort of penalty there against Juke. Oh, a cut. Cut on Juke. And now Schneider trying to come around for points. And now has gotten out of the pack for 4 points. That's some harder points, though. We only have 25 seconds left in this jam. And with this power jam, giving Schneider some help. Real hop, skip, and a jump there on the inside, and another 4 points for Denver, widening this lead.
Let's see if he can get more points in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh. Stayed in bounds.
One. There it is.
Another 4, and nice job there. But Juke is out of the box, so it will not start in the box. So they will not start with the power jam. Both jammers will be able to go back out. Well, that beginning of the game, when they were behind for a while, they haven't let that didn't hold.
No,
it held
no.
for quite a while, though, and now they're like, we're done with this. They're up 55 points.
I've noticed pretty much all levels of Denver teams tend to start a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
But then that momentum builds
Yeah.
like a snowball, like a train wreck.
Exactly. You know, I think there's a style across all the Denver teams, both, you know, the MRTA teams, the Wifted teams, where there's A, B, C, or D, there's a Denver style. And one thing they usually like to do is when people come to altitude, that's our advantage.
True.
Is being used to this low oxygen environment. I've seen the oxygen cans rolling around here today. Altitude is real,
It's hard. It really is.
even for these athletes who are in tremendous shape. It's still less oxygen than you're used to. And now we've got Mr. T on the line. There's a team timeout going on, and Mr. T is going to be up for Denver, and Grimes is going to come up for Concussion. All right, it's nice and warm here in the roller dome. No one feeling chilly today, but luckily not as hot as it has been. All right.
It's positively cool today as we continue sweating.
Yes, exactly. Oof. All right, now the both jammers off getting. Oh, wow! I heard some sort of whistle here, waiting to see who leaves. And looks like one of the concussion blockers going. Oh, and a cut on the jammer. So this will be a power jam for Mr. T, and who now will be called lead. And now they've got their 30-second power jam. And Thrasher still dragging back that pivot. T, as always, stays on his toes really well. Knows exactly where to come back in. And I just heard another whistle. Oh, a forearm. There on loose wheel. And then Mr. T goes ahead and calls it.
That's a rough time for
Yeah,
concussion.
so Denver's going to take advantage and start with that, wow. Yeah, they're going to take advantage, start with the power jam there, also with the 4-2 advantage wall. So that's going to be a rough start. We've got Ant Agony out on the line for Denver, talking to his friend Chyna. Again, love to be on the same side as Chyna. Especially, it's good to have her help you when you're the jammer. And they're going to, of course, Concussion says, let's try to run it out a little bit since they're down to a 2 wall. Oopsies. And Ant coming out for lead. Both still one blocker from Concussion in the box. And Grimes coming around for back in. And Chyna was hoping for a cut call there, thinking that they knocked them out, but did not. Now a high block called on Grimes. So another power jam continues here for Ant Agony. And they're going to go ahead and call it again. Start with that power jam advantage for the next jam. Coming down to 10 minutes on the clock. And I don't know, this is probably one of the first big games for Ant, right? You know, he's been playing with ground control, but
he did a couple tournaments.
Oh, a couple other tournaments. Okay, nice.
But
This is the first time I've seen him at home for a big game like this.
This is his first home game.
That's awesome, awesome. Well, I met his cheerleaders and family and such.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was nice. All right, whoa, Sweet Feet out. Really fast on that inside line. I think Concussion almost didn't know he went by. And that's what he does. So good. Oof. Getting knocked out. Uh-oh. And, a low block called on Sweet Feet. So this will be a 2-minute jam as he was assessed lead prior to that penalty. So everyone's favorite, 2-minute jam. All right, now we've got Grimes still working their way out there on top, and now out and able to score. All right, now Sweet Feet coming back out to the track. Grimes getting dragged back, and Sweet Feet, like always, Sweet Feet makes it out there on the inside line with a quick little hop. Yeah, and whoop. Okay. Nice jump there on the inside line for Sweet Feet for another 4 points. Taking this run for Sweet Feet to 8 points. Now my bet is Grimes already has his 4 points, but he hasn't made it out yet to get awarded them. This is one of those sad times as a jam ref. I'm like, wow, you've made that 4 points over and over. It's really rough. But probably when that whistle's blown, he'll have those 4 points. But Sweet Feet getting held up, but getting a little help from his friends there with Monster Jam, trying to provide some nice O for Sweet Feet. And it's tiring out there. And there's the whistle. And let's see if I was correct. Yes. Grimes did get those 4 points. Got the Denver coach coming out there. Probably asking a quick question.
Full 2-minute jams are the longest 2 minutes ever.
I only ref on skates, and they're long to me. I can't imagine what it's like when you're pushing and people are hitting you. Yeah, so I wonder, I definitely can feel the pain just a little bit. All right, we've got break check there and Mamba out for jamming for concussion, and then nice apex there. You can't give Mamba that, you can't give him that inside line because he'll jump that all day long. And break check still trying to make their way out for their first pass, and Thrasher says no way. And that strong Denver wall, and some concussion players coming in for some O. Oh, and a nice, got a star pass there, really nicely on the inside, kind of sneaking her way out, but will be denied any points. Like most pivots, they're denied getting any points. It's very sad. It's very difficult for those pivots to have a chance to score.
It's a hard time.
Yeah, but they are the ones that get the other team to call it off. So that's why you have it.
Mad strategy.
Yeah. Well, tonight's sold-out game is really exciting. I think, there's people here from out of town. Denver, it's been a little bit of a long summer, and everyone's waiting for Derby really to get back in action. And this is a great night for it. And we've got Mr. T out for Denver, and Guy Sir out for concussion, and making it around Chena there for the lead. And still trying to offer some help to Mr. T. Denver says, we'll help you out there. And Guy Sir, almost making it around. And Chena says, no, you're coming back with me. And now there has been a star pass for Denver to Monster Jam. But Monster Jam still behind that concussion pack, but now making his way out from the jam and able to score. Is going to try to get that star on. My bet is Guy will call this off. I don't see Mr. T pass the star very much.
No, that's super rare.
Oh, man. All right. And Denver here is, widening that lead here. We've got one concussion blocker in the box, so Denver have that advantage of a full wall. And Agony out for Denver. And Juke in for concussion roller derby. And there's the whistle. And managing to stay inside. Ooh. Nice job. And then also juking his way around those players, hoping to make it out. And now it's going to be out of play.
So
illegal contact there. I think maybe the Denver player disagreed with that, but it was out of play. They don't have to say out of play in order to be out of play. The refs do yell it, but that's not you were supposed to know when you're out of play. All right, calling that off now. Denver's at a disadvantage here with two blockers in the box, but neither one the pivot. So we got Thrasher out as pivot for Denver. On the line, we've got Sweet Feet and the Riot. But it's amazing to what a two-wall Denver will do. Usually pretty strong, but maybe not in this case. Come on, Thrasher. And out of play. So now Riot is through for the lead. Sweet Feet still being held up by that strong concussion wall. And hoping for pulling off the star and making it out on the inside line. Out, able to score. But Riot says, I'm going to go ahead and call it. And I believe, let's see how many points. Oh, yeah, got that full 4 points, holding back Sweet Feet in that last jam. Oh, okay. Kotz let me know that that last penalty there was failure to return, not illegal contact. So Kotz is a really good ref, too, so she saw the signals better than me, and she's at home watching it on a phone. That's experienced refs and experienced player. All right, now we've got break, check, and on the line for Concussion, and Mamba on the line for Denver. And looking like close to a no pack there. And this will be lead for break check. And that will be 2 for Demolition Man because of not exiting the track as in a perpendicular manner, right? And so that's being for a full minute. Got Chet in the box for Denver, and break check calling off that jam before Mamba can score. 2 there for break check for Concussion. Both teams have 1 blocker in the box. Oh, Kotz told me it does help that we have the penalty codes. Well, it also helps that you know the penalty codes. I don't always know what the letters, I know what some of the letters mean. Like X means cut, I got that one. But don't always know the other ones. All right, now we've got Mr. T and Grimes up against each other again on this. Ooh, Mr. T managed to stay in line and actually got the lead there, but right before Grimes, but is behind Grimes with the lead. So my bet is that Mr. T is probably going to run this to get Cotton out of the box before calling it, and also trusting his wall that he can score some. And now Chet is out. Says, hey, I'll help you, Mr. T, get through here. And making it look easy. Mr. T for another 4 points for Denver. And Grimes now out in scoring points as well. 4 points for Grimes. And I think everyone's just running the clock a little bit, but no, Mr. T calls it.
Both teams are at full power for this jam.
Oh, that's unusual for the last few jams.
Right.
But just 1 minute left to play. So this will most likely be the last jam of the game. Been a really good, this Concussion team has done really well. It's a strong team, and so's Denver, obviously. 2 great teams. We got Ant Agony up for Denver and the Riot out there for Concussion. And what will most likely be the last jam, or it will be for sure, I guess, unless they called off. Oops. And Thresher still holding up there at the top with Riot, but Riot making it out as lead jammer for this last jam. Ant Agony taking off that star pass to Thrasher, and Thrasher already out of the pack and able to get around. Just 10 seconds left on the period clock, and they're going to call it because I'm assuming Murda, like Wifta, the ratios matter. So maybe getting in one more jam and making that point ratio a little different helps with your ranking. And I believe that timeout was called before the clock was done. So my bet is there'll be 1 more jam. As they say, 1 more jam, 1 more jam. We're just so glad. We love it when teams come out here to Denver. We appreciate them making the trip here, coming to the Roller Dome. So thanks to Concussion, and thanks for our fans at home of Concussion and Denver for watching us on this feed, since this is a sold-out game, which we also love. Because, you know, every Derby league needs your money. So no matter where you're watching from, please support your local Derby league, because we all need your money.
Right.
So go to games in your area, whether it's Denver or anywhere else that you live. Most towns have a team. And it's honestly, it's fun to watch Derby no matter what. This is very high-level Derby, but I love watching it all. It's fun, and it's a family and a great community. Oh, well, there's a Rose City game. There's a lot of sanctioned WIFTA games on all weekend long, all over the country. So there's, you will not be lonely. There's tons of Derby to watch. We've got Sweet Feet up on the line for Denver and Juke up for Concussion. And this for sure will be the last jam of the game, because the period clock is now run out. And Sweet Feet, whew, keeping his namesake, making it out as lead jammer. And I don't think we'll allow them to score. I think he'll probably try to get his 4 and then call it, because the ratio is good for us. And we'll see. And calls it. And that's the end of that game. And just wait for that official call. But someone got a penalty right there, so they will have to wait till that official whistle goes before they can get released from the box. But it looks like it's going to be 171 to 100 in favor of Denver. Amazing game. Amazing game. Both teams did a great job. Like I said, Derby could not happen without teams traveling to meet these great games. Thank you to our officials. As everyone knows, it takes 16 officials just to run the on-site game, and then we have the GTOs and all the other things. So thanks to all of our officials, both on skates and offs, for helping out, and our medics. Again, Derby is a volunteer-run organization wherever you go. All right. Well, we've got another game coming up. It'll be another great game. Santa Cruz Legacy versus Denver's Mile High Club. And I think the Santa Cruz has quite a few juniors just aging up into the Legacy team, so it will be a really wonderful game to watch. I love watching the juniors move up and stay involved with Derby, because Derby is not over for them. They've got as long as they want to be part of the Derby community. All right, so we'll be back probably a few minutes before the next game.
Yeah,
not me, because I'm going to go NSO. But appreciate everyone there on the feed and watching the game and supporting us. And we'll see you soon.